Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ira. Today is the start of a new era for the channel. I know that last year I said that I would no longer make content because my work schedule is going to evolve starting from the end of the summer. And I thought, how am I going to do all of this? It's going to be impossible. I will not be able to continue the channel. I thought it out and I figured out a way to organize myself so that I could still make content and also play with you guys at the same time. How am I going to do this? Well, I'm going to spend the few weeks that I have in which I don't need to work so much anymore around Chinese New Year, which I have already done, to work my ass off, work really hard to make as much content as possible, and that content is going to be rolled out throughout the rest of the year. In fact, I wrote so many scripts that I have content all the way until SeasonCon. These videos are already starting to roll out, so if you are a Patreon and YouTube member, you guys should already be able to watch them. They are going to start coming out early April, so it's gonna be a lot of content. And so we're gonna have lots of different shows. We are going to have a Ship Talk, which is gonna be a show in which I'm gonna talk about ships. Obviously, we're gonna have Discover Star Citizen, where we're going to go over some locations around the world which are pretty cool. We are also going to have What's Next for Star Citizen, where we talk about upcoming features and development of the game. We are going to have Making Money, which is going to be a show about making money in the verse. Of course, you guys like to have those money tips, I know. And today's video is going to be last week in Star Citizen, which is going to be a show in which I'm going to review what happened over the past week when it comes to Star Citizen news, latest developments, and you know guys what it is. So let's get to it, let's get started. Welcome to last week in Star Citizen. Alright, let's get started with Monday 17th. There was a This Week in Inside Star Citizen, and pretty much nothing was happening last week according to that post. In fact, Cloud Imperial Games has to rely on content made on the community to write things. We're really at the bottom of the hype wave, and it's a sad time of the year to be following Star Citizen. The only good thing about this post is that we learned that the roadmap updates will finally return next week, and that we'll get to know what will be in Star Citizen for 4.1 update, which quite frankly here I wouldn't be surprised if we got to see some ships or maybe some locations, but that's basically going to be it. Probably some features that were delayed for 4.0, maybe like the resource management system, but at the same time they said that they are going to be focusing less on features and more on quality of life, so my bet here will be more on location and ships, and perhaps some missions as well. I guess I will have to wait until Wednesday to find out. We also had a patch for 4.0.2 here, and note that all of that week's patches were focused on supply or die event as well as stability. But Monday's patch also had further updates for the transit carriages, which were opening incorrectly into landing zones, and this was causing players to fall. They also had further entity cleanup work that was done here to stop certain entities such as ships to get cleaned up when they shouldn't be, and also pyro missions for citizens for pyro and headhunters should not be shareable without having sufficient reputation, but this did not apply to Stanton. Next, moving on to Tuesday the 18th, there was another patch here, and that build had further updates to strengthen transit carriage reliability, which was really the main focus here. It is the main focus for 4.0.2. They really want to make sure that these elevators work perfectly, and they also returned the camera shake and vibration effects for spaceship flights while in first person. Please, CIG, this feature is one of the features that I hated the most. I was so glad it was gone, and now it's back. I don't know about you guys, but especially when it's shaking way too much. I mean, if it shakes just a little bit, it's okay, but the way it was shaking before, and it tends to shake, it's like it's way too much. It makes me want to throw up, right? That's what if this looks the same for you, let me know in the comment section down below. I just hate this feature, and I was really upset when I saw that this was making a comeback. On Wednesday 19th, Ali Brown, who is a senior director of graphics and procedural tech at Cloud Imperium Games, gave us a really interesting update on Spectrum, on the tech that his team are working on. We got further updates on Vulkan, Planet Tech V5, ray tracing, and he even discussed the landing radar. So if you haven't checked it out, I'll put the link in the description down below for you guys to check out the thread. I also made a video about this, so feel free to check it out on the channel if this is something that you would like to know more about. On Thursday the 20th, there was another build here which gave again further update to strengthen transit carriage reliability, and the new personal experience mission was disabled for that build. I don't know why. I guess they wanted to maybe improve some performance in Area 18. They did not explain why. Also, they updated warning or info pop-ups in menus to building blocks, and they also adjusted some styling. They added colors and also error code wording. On the 21st, this time there was another build right there, and further work was gone into the build to help with the long load times as well. They suspected that there was more to go, but they are working on reducing these. They also added ships to the PU, and this time the Zeus CL and Zeus ES are now available at the New Deal in Lorville, and the Misk Starlancer Max is available at the New Deal, but also at Astro Armada at Area 18. They also updated loading screens for this particular patch. And last but not least, on Saturday the 22nd, there was a very interesting reply on Spectrum. Yogi Clat replied to a thread on Spectrum posted by Lady Anna, who asked what happened to atmospheric flight shown at CitizenCon 2953. Maybe Lady Anna watches the channel, because I did post a video about this too on Tuesday, so it's really cool to see that the channel is on the same page as what the community wants to talk about. And so this is what Yogi said. He said that this is not an isolated feature, but part of a much larger update to the flight model, which is currently ongoing. 2024 wasn't really a focus year for the flight model, but they're starting getting back to it directly after the Christmas break. Progress on the flight model in the last 2 months has been really good, according to Yogi here, and he says that he's very excited about it, but it is just not ready for the public or even public testing. Yogi says that his team will announce things for this when they are ready, and he confirms that yes, stuff is still coming. Again, I will post the link in the Spectrum thread in the comment section down below. And that's pretty much it for all the updates for Star Citizen last week. A very slow week, but since I'm starting this show, I won't complain. I think that it gives me some time to fine-tune and do some adjustments for next week. So if you enjoy this format, well, let me know in the comment section down below. And make sure to subscribe. I got a giveaway this month. I'm giving away a Misk Fortune. 10 entries are given to people to subscribe and comment to any videos posted this month. 3 entries for Patreon and YouTube members. That's much appreciated, you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next one. I have been Irad. Cheers.
Time will have to be smart. Now what we have is just an illusion, a placeholder that's far from the final vision. Thou shalt not take what thou hast for granted. It's all subject to change, it's what they wanted, and it will stay so till release day. Pay attention, that's what they always say. But we still have a lot of time to prepare. We need to get ready for when it'll be there. And those who won't will one day painfully find death of a spaceman, feared by all who drop the ball. Death of a spaceman will change the game. It won't be the same. Death of a spaceman.